Good afternoon, everybody. It's Megan with the Hewitt Chamber of Commerce. We're doing another webinar today and part of our business education series brought to you by Weber Electronics. Today we have Jon Searles with Right at Home, and we are going to be talking about the heat and how it affects the elderly. So first I will let Jon introduce himself. You go on ahead.
I'm Jon Searles with Right at Home in-home care and assistance. Here in Waco, we provide personal assistance services to seniors and adults in general throughout Waco and the surrounding area.
Awesome. And so I guess we'll just jump right in with questions. How does the heat affect seniors?
Well, first you have to understand that sometimes their thermostat may be a little different. So what you and I may find comfortable at 73 degrees or less, they may say 80 degrees is perfectly fine.
I'm with them, but not everybody is.
Right, but they perspire a little bit differently. Their regulation of their temperature of the body is a little different. So they may already be working at a slightly higher temperature in their body.
Okay.
But it can also cause anxiety, sometimes self-created anxiety, because maybe they're not turning on the air conditioners because they're worried about the bill.
Yeah.
Maybe they are trying to do too much. They go outside and they out there for a very short amount of time, and they come back inside and realize they can't stay out in the heat as long as they used to when they were younger, because it just really overheats their body, because the body doesn't reject that kind of heat like it used to when it was young.
Yeah.
So there's just a wide variety of things that can happen in a senior's life. They used to go out and they'll tell you, I used to work in the yard for 10 hours, and now they go out there for 30 minutes and they're really struggling.
Yeah.
Which can lead to things like falls and can lead to confusion. They get dehydrated very
Heat
quickly.
strokes happen.
Strokes,
a lot more in the
heat
elderly,
stress,
yeah.
absolutely. So there's a lot of things that can happen as we get older, where our bodies just cannot regulate it like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, not turning on the air conditioner because we're worried about the bill, or not really regulating our temperature in our space. Sometimes they have a special room, maybe it's their bedroom with a chair or a living room and they're just not regulating that space properly.
I see a lot of times that people that they've lived in their houses, from the time that they were like young adults, and they've raised their children in those houses and they're staying in those houses, and a lot of times they don't have central heat and air, and so they'll turn an air conditioner on in a bedroom and then the whole rest of the house feels like a sauna,
Absolutely.
as long as they're comfortable in that one room or whatever, and so just not regulating all the way through.
Right, and they can, as long as there's space, and through the use of fans, air movement, opening windows, using water for cooling, obviously drinking to make sure that they don't dehydrate.
Yeah, so outside of those, what are other ways that you suggest that like seniors and the elderly protect themselves in the heat?
Well, just like you and I would, you want to keep your skin covered, because as we get older, our skin gets thinner. They can burn much faster. They can really start causing some issues with that.
Okay.
They can overheat. So, using those cooling things that go on the back of your neck, wearing hats, cover, sunglasses, protect your eyes, because again, the vision isn't like it used to be.
Okay.
So you have to take those kind of precautions. You just have to be very, very careful. Sunscreen, obviously. You ought to wear sunscreen as often as possible.
Of course. And all of that being outside, and then we talk about the things that they can do, maybe things that they can do, at what times that they can do them, if they are wanting to be outside, if they are wanting to keep that like outside activity. I know like gardening and things like that, they want to tend to their plants, but within certain times of the day, I guess, are better, or things that they could do inside, or, that are just other options for them.
Right. Well, a lot of people that, they think that maybe just during the winter they don't go out because it's too cold. But during the very heat of the summer, like we've had the last few days here in Central Texas, they have the heat problems, and so there's things they can do and enjoy doing. We have clients that like to go to HEB, and that's a plug for HEB. But HEB, they can go out there for 3 hours and just read labels, walk the aisles, good exercise.
Pick up the samples if that's something that you want to do.
You'd make a whole meal, stay away from the wine aisle, but you're good, and then really enjoy that. There's things throughout Waco that people can do, and not just HEB. You can go to Walmart, you can go to the bigger stores, you can go to the mall. The mall would be a great time to walk, good exercise, good way to see things, get involved, see what's going on in the local community.
I see it happening. I mean, whenever I go, if it's like earlier in the morning, 9 or 10, I'll see a lot of people walking the mall, and I've always thought, well, that's such an interesting thing. But yeah, I mean, when you can't walk outside in the heat, it's a great way to get some exercise, to browse, to window shop, if you will, and, and get you some exercise.
Well, you have those mall walkers, they go in the mornings. Well, maybe they adjust in the summer and they go walking in the afternoon when they can take advantage of the air conditioning, and they do their stuff outside in the early morning hours or even in the late evening hours. We know that late evening, even here in Central Texas, is hot, right? But those morning hours, we're still, 70s, low 80s.
Yeah, with a cool breeze.
Yeah, and it's marginal. And you can go out and do your outside work, and then when you hit a certain time, you say, oh, it's time to go inside. And that's when you go mall walking.
Yeah.
A little later in the day. We also have some fantastic senior centers.
Okay, tell me about those.
Well, and I apologize for not knowing the exact schedules, but you have the Harrison Senior Center. You have the one, the Dewey Recreational Center near downtown.
Downtown, yes.
And then you have Sol Ross.
Okay.
And they'll do things like they may have dances, events, dominoes, exercise. I know, for example, today at the Harrison, they had their July birthday celebration and exercise.
How awesome.
Yeah, and they can spend several hours there
Yeah.
on the schedules they have, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you'll call the Harrison Senior Center, the Dewey, or the Sol Ross, they can tell you exactly their
Their
activities.
schedules and stuff.
Absolutely.
Do they have it on like websites that you would be able to go and look
I
at in
believe so,
advance,
but I'd have to.
probably?
We can get that
Okay.
information
All right, perfect.
to your viewers.
Yes.
Okay. And you also have things like the Y. Our Waco Y has a very large pool over there off of Sanger, and they have special classes for seniors.
Awesome.
Slower water aerobics, things like that. Again, things you can do where you can spend a little bit more time inside, swimming and exercising. And it's all about scheduling your day.
And if it feels like something that they would be more timid to do or try, maybe they weren't into group sports or activities before, you could always probably, I wonder, we could look into this, but you could probably go with them and just get them excited to be there and feel like have that safe,
Absolutely.
that safety.
Yeah,
Because I
you
feel-
take people with you. You just have a good time. Maybe
Yeah.
get a friend, family
Yeah.
member, whatever it would take. Keeping in mind also we have some great libraries,
Yeah.
right? And the libraries are a fun place to go. And they're cool. And
Yeah.
they could sit and read. And I don't know of a library that's going to chase the elderly out
I don't
because they
think
read
that
too
we
much.
no.
Yeah.
The more informed you are, the better.
Right, that's right. Bookstores, we have Barnes and Noble, there's just a wide variety of things that seniors can do if they manage their time within buildings and within areas.
Okay.
And, watch for events that seniors would enjoy doing. You have the downtown events in the evenings sometimes that people can go to, but you want to do it during the cool parts of the day and the cool parts of the week.
Yeah. So you're a wealth of information, and I know that there are people out there that maybe could use more of your information, or just maybe want to reach out to you for your services. Do you want to tell them how to reach you and just how best to refer you?
You bet.
Okay.
At Right at Home, our whole focus is seniors. So just a phone call to our office, 399-0788. That's a 254 area code, 399-0788. You can call, ask for Jon Searles. You can ask for Anna Hoffman, our community liaison, or any one of the office staff can kind of tell you some of the ideas and some of the fun stuff that you can do in the local area. We also have a great resource in this area where you can actually call 211.
Okay.
211 is a great resource for seniors because they can call there. It's through the Area Agency on Aging, and they can give them some information on things that might be happening.
Awesome.
Classes, matter of balance classes, caregiving classes, things like that.
I did not know that. Thank
Absolutely.
you for sharing that
Sure.
information. Well, we are so thankful that you came out and that you took the time to do this with us. I know that it's really important to our membership to be able to have information, and I know that throughout all ages, we all deal with this at some point.
Absolutely.
So we just thank you again for coming, and we will look forward to seeing you guys next time. If you'd like to schedule a webinar, call 254-666-1200 or email me at megan@hewittchamber.com. It's MEGAN. So we will see you all next time.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.